The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. How you guys doing?
DropTop. Zaza.
Okay.
We gon' pull up in some Tahoes. Fill with my niggas and bitches. They don't get money, the motto. Shredding waves like I'm Otto.
Hey guys, what's up? We're back with another new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast with your host, Delton Wall, on episode 78 of the StyleBeasting podcast. I don't know why I said that twice. That was stupid. But yeah, we're back with another new episode. And just like last time, really nothing has changed really in my life other than
Maybe.
nothing really much. Ain't nothing really happened. Except actually no, I take it back. Yeah, damn. Wow, that was a wild way to start. But let me start again. Hey guys, what's up? Back with another new episode of the StyleBeasting podcast with your host, Del Wall, on episode 78. And today we're celebrating post my second niece's birthday. So happy birthday, Maya. And well, mainly I'm just going to get to the first part of the podcast talking about my birthday. So my second niece, because I have two nieces and one nephew. One's 13, one's 10, and Maya is now 2. So, and her birthday's on Halloween. And also, happy birthday, John. So we were planning something for her birthday. Now, I think I was like 2 days. Not 2 days off. Was I 2 days off? We had like a beach trip planned or whatever, but at the time it was getting freaking cold as shit, and there was no reason for us to go to the beach and be frozen our asses off and us get sick and had to come back for no reason. So we decided to do like a little birthday party for her like we did last year. Now, since it's getting like crazy out here now, because with the like recent because back in the day people were like, oh man, people put drugs in candy and whatever, but I guess it's really gotten worse this year, I guess, because people are really scared. Like, I think trick-or-treating starts at 5 now, and it ends at like people going out like 6. Yeah. Like, people going out trick-or-treating mad early now. And I understand, too, with the way the world is, people are like, there's a lot more violence out in the world now than it is, which I think it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's way worse than it was when I was a kid, so I can't really say that. But I remember going trick-or-treating by myself. Well, I was like 11 at the time, and I was kind of stockier. But yeah, it wasn't that bad, yeah, because I knew everybody. So yeah, I guess it is kind of worse it is now with the recent shits that's going on in the world. So yeah, it's some shit out here, man. Because now I think there was like post after my niece's birthday, people were starting to post saying it looked like somebody poked a needle through my kid's candy, or there was like some white powder in there. Like some of the there was some white stuff in it. It was like, oh shit, damn. Like, so it is getting crazy out here. And you guys are fucking weirdos for doing that shit to kids, like giving them drugs like that and fucking them up. So that's fucking weird, first off. But originally, I don't know, man. I didn't dress up for this Halloween. I really didn't have I wanted to dress up, but like I was super tired from work. I was like, fuck it. I'll just be whatever. I think next year I'm gonna go as dingy for Halloween. But I'm on a whole other tailspin. So let me go back to what I was going for. So Amaya turned 2 years old, and when I tell you this girl is probably like this girl was happy when she saw her all her gifts. Like she came in and we got our Coca Melon birthday cake. We were going for the backyardigans pirate theme, but they didn't have a pirate, so we didn't. So we decided not to go for it because we were originally just gonna be dressed up as pirates and just be like me matey. And I was gonna dress up as Zoro and be Maya's second hand. But nevertheless, uh, she went as a genie, and let me tell you, that was the roughest costume putting on a 2 year old ever. She literally actually put her feet in through the dress, and as soon as she let go of it, she started running through the house, and like every chance, any breathing room you gave her, she just ran and ran and ran. But we finally got her dress on, and she loved it. Now, I didn't expect her when she hit her twos to be. Well, she already hit her pre-twos like 2 weeks prior because she started like watching TV by herself. She doesn't like want to. Normally she would be up under somebody, but now she wants to be by herself and be independent, independent baby. So it's funny when I try to give her a hug, and she's like, no, no, and it's so adorable. But um, going to her open the presents, it was basically her just taking out the presents, and instead of like looking out, she just like put them on the floor and just like she acted like we were playing, like we were cleaning up instead of like opening her gifts. Which I wonder how she's going to act like that on Christmas. Because if she does, that's going to be another funny, hilarious group of pictures. Which I had to be the photographer of her birthday because I'm the only person in the family with a good camera. So it's a curse that I have an iPhone because now every time we have a family get together, I'm always the cameraman, which means every time I have to take a picture, it's like, oh my god, man! It's like I had to take like, I think I took like 100 pictures and like 30 videos in like a 2.5 hour wingspan. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, it's a lot of pictures. And she's only like 2, so she's gonna have like a bunch of. Well, she has a bunch of pictures in my phone already, so yeah, this is gonna add to it. But she enjoyed all her gifts, and she's playing with them as we speak right now. She got a little scooter, which I thought was gonna be a little big for her, but seeing how I woke up one morning and she's like super tall. Like not super tall, but she's taller than what I expected. Because now she's just like she's like standing straight up and just like bogarting everybody. So I'm like, oh shoot, she got some height on her now. So I already know she's probably gonna be like close to my height when she grows up, and she's already gonna be bossy like her mom. So I was like, oh shit, got the best of both. Got the best of both worlds, I guess. But nah, it was adorable playing with her and helping her ride her scooter through the neighborhood. And she was really cool. Cool about I forgot what it was. I think it's someone with letting somebody help her ride her scooter because normally she just wants to do it by herself, but she had to get somebody to help her out now because she can't be riding that. She might hurt herself and fall. So it was a good birthday for her, and she enjoyed herself. I think she ended up can't tire herself out, which no, she didn't tire herself out because she was still running after that. She was like jumping, like she literally didn't stop until like 12 that night. She was wired for like 9 hours straight. So, happy. So I'm glad you had a great birthday, Maya. Happy you're my niece, and I'm happy to been there to celebrate with you. Love you. And I didn't get a chance to, and John, since your ass never answered the fucking phone, I guess a happy birthday. And next time we see you, I'll bring you something. But before the Halloween, I guess I went to some scare house in my neighborhood in my city with my ex, and it was pretty fun. I was my first scare house because I don't really play that scary jump out the wood shit. Cause nah, fuck that. Cause that shit, oh hell nah. I'm just not a big fan of like shit just jumping out of nowhere and me just not knowing where the shit's coming from. I don't play that shit at all. So she invited me and doing me, and I was like, I ain't doing shit, so I might as well get out the house. And we went there, got there. Now, mind you, I knew this before she probably did. We had to sign waivers stating that if we die or if like we have a seizure or harm ourselves here, we can't sue. And she went on like a whole like law and order type shit. Like, what the hell you mean I can't sue? She's saying I can like have like I could slip, fall, and hurt myself, or somebody could swing wrong. I can just hurt myself and die, and I can't sue at all. And he'd be like, yeah,
Basura.
you can't. And she's like, what? That makes no damn sense. That can't. I'm like, oh my God. And it was like an ongoing thing. And I'm like, bro, you asked me to come here. You wanted to do this. So why the hell are you griping about it? And it's like, because I can die. And like, bro, it was literally like, I signed mine in 5 seconds. It took her 20 to 30 minutes for her to sign it, complain about it, tell other people about it, text her mom, text her family saying, hey, if I die or come up missing, here's a screenshot of this, and blase. I'm like, oh my God, you are making this way more aggravating than it's supposed to be. It's an in and out thing. Your ass over here griping. And I was like, oh God, man, like this is gonna take longer than expected. But we finally got into the scare house, and the wait was not as long as I thought it was, because we got there at like 8, and we didn't get into like 9:30. So when we got to the front, it was basically they blindfolded us and had us walk through. And when we took our blindfolds off, it was like a long ass like walk through with scary jump outs and like play and like scary shit that was up. And it was my first scare house, so I wasn't like, it's not that I wasn't interested, but I'm not into scary shit, so I was like, oh shit. But nigga pop out and swing his chainsaw on me and cut my finger, I'll be sick. Like I really will be sick. Like that's one thing I was thinking about. I was like, my luck would be like some fucked up shit like this. Like it would be me fucking up and getting killed by some fuck ass chainsaw before Chainsaw Man comes out. Well, no, when Chainsaw Man's out, that'd be fucking outrageous. But it wasn't that. It was good. It was longer. It was way longer than I expected. Pause.
Hey, yo.
And just, it was a good experience. I'm probably not going to do it again because I'm not into like scary shit, like I said. So I probably my first and last like scare house. And it wasn't super scary. It was mainly just jump scares. It was a bunch of jump scares, really. And it wasn't like shit that made me poop myself or pee myself. Like I'm not trying to get that any fucking way. So there would be no reason for me to. But all around, it was a good Halloween weekend. I didn't eat that much candy because I'm still working on my diabetes. I ate some candy, but I didn't eat like the treasure trove like I would normally eat. And so I was chilling on that. I just ate a couple pieces here and there. Shit, I still have a cheesecake that I had to finish before the 5th that I had to kill. That took a month to eat. So, I think that's it for my daily life of. Yeah, I think that was it really, because no anything else I was just working and getting my car fixed. And let me tell you this, getting brakes fixed is aggravating. But off of my life, I'm going to through the music for this week, and it's been I thought it was gonna be a good week for music, but it ended up being going to talking about the albums of this week and the albums I listened to. And this is November the 2nd. So November 1st, Takeoff, 1/3 of the Migos, was reportedly shot in Houston, Texas. Now, I don't have all the details. The only thing that we know, that was a dice game was getting played and gunshots went off. I don't have all the details, so I'm not going to go into it because I don't know what happened or what's what. But yeah, this it was really fucked up because I woke up yesterday morning and I was like, damn, really? Like really, bro? Like right now, my nigga, like, and I'm not talking. I'm like, damn, man, like it's like some crazy news just to wake up to out of no fucking where. And I'm like, damn, bro, like come on, my nigga. And I was like, that's why I was gonna get into like I was gonna talk about the Migos album of this week and everybody else's album, but like it was a pretty rough day yesterday, because it was just like a big damper on my mood, because it's like all the music I listen to is just normally like I can't listen to it. I can listen to it, but it's just gonna be like, damn. Like I was just thinking about listening to YRN, their first, not the first album, but I think the first like commercial album mixtape, and I was like, damn, man, like Takeoff killed that shit. I'm like rich and famous. I'm like, oh my. Nigga, I'd rather be rich than famous. Rich than famous. That was my shit. And then like all the other ad-libs, all the other songs they had, I was like, damn, that shit hurts. And they dropped some really good songs, and like they were like the premier group, and just like to see what happened, them split up, and then like this shit happened, and just like, damn, just put a big ass damper on a lot of shit. And not just for like music wise, for like family wise, because like I'm a big family kind of guy, and seeing everybody be like, oh man, the Illuminati, man, they Quavo's a part of Illuminati, man, he sacrificed Takeoff. I'm like, bro, come on now, y'all niggas be reaching like y'all Mr. Fantastic. That's how crazy y'all niggas be reaching. Not everything is a fucking conspiracy. Not everything's like what you think it is. Some shit's just clear out and niggas is just going crazy. So just chill out with all your super theories, because I don't think that's that. But it was a real dampering mood yesterday. But seeing everybody try to console Quavo through the whole thing, it was a good feeling. And people were already asking for the video and the pictures of it. And I'm like, bro, like, why would you want that? Why would you want that? And the only thing that got me, the only reason they would want it is probably to sell it to TMZ or to like to post it themselves. I'm like, why would y'all want to post a dead body? And it's not even like people posting like, even if he wasn't black, people still post the body just so they can be like, oh, here it is. I'm like, nigga, that's nasty as hell. Like, niggas just like falling in love with death now. And I'm like, that's weird as hell. Like, why would you intentionally want to see a dead body for no other reason just to like see it? And it's like, that's like some weirdo shit to me. And it's some weird shit, bro, because that's no way to like carry yourself, bro. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, why would y'all niggas want to see that, man? Like, it's a dead male on that ground, and like having to hear like Quavo crying and screaming. Like, I didn't watch it, but I was from people saying like you can hear Quavo crying and screaming. Like, bro, why would you want to hear that in your ear? And it's just like, nah, you don't need that. But aside from that dark shit, I want to send my condolences, rest in peace, Takeoff, and to his family and friends. And we're sorry we lost you. But I guess let me get into the music. That's really sad to start on, but that's all that I had to start with that first. I couldn't end with it. So, Infinity and Chain Links. I think I heard I say like 3 or 4 days before it came out. Well, no, I heard 3 or 4 days after it came out, not before. Damn. And when I was listening to it, it was a good album. I gave it 8 out of 10. There was some good songs on here. I didn't see them still doing a song with NBA YoungBoy, but I haven't seen them do a song with Lil Durk. So I guess that you're not gonna mend that relationship since we already got a song together. I guess we already got that in. I still don't like that Big Stunner song with Birdman. Mixie was good. Chocolate was straight. Bars in the Cashes was a good one because they flipped. So fresh and so clean, and I really didn't expect them to do it that good, but I guess they did. It came out fire, and I really fucked with it. It's 18 songs on here, and let's see. At 18, I say like at least like 14 I fuck with. The others aren't so I do, but not like a lot. So that's why I gave it like a good 8 out of 10 because out of those. DDG dropped the album It's Not You, It's Me Deluxe. And I'm not the biggest fan of DDG. I heard a couple of his tracks. I like him. He's not, like I said, he's not on my running list to like listen to, but I give him some good feedback every now and again when I hear it. That Bulletproof Maybach Offset, that was a good one. Elon Musk, I'm still a good big fan of that song. I'm not listening to that Kevin Gates song. I'm that Kevin Gates feature guy. I'm not. I hate Kevin Gates. I'm gonna be real with you. I do not like that nigga at all. But that deluxe is out. Lil Baby's album It's Only Me out. I still didn't really get a chance to go through it like I should because there was a lot of music that was dropping that same week. So I was like, damn, there's a lot of shit dropping. And this week was none the wiser because Babytron dropped, Westside Gun dropped, Bobby Smurder with I think this dude named Luke Cass dropped, Division dropped, Chloe and Lotto dropped. It's like everybody dropped that this weekend before Halloween and just drop music. Now I'm gonna get to that Babytron album first because I got it before the Westside Gun album. Now, me personally, is it better than Megatron that 2021 album dropped? No. Well, it's supposed to be off the Ben Reaper series, but it's not better than the Ben Reaper Part 2, I'm not mistaken.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
Because I have to go back and listen to Ben Reaper 2. It might actually be better. But I'm basing this off the Megatron album, and that was the first time I was like, oh shit, I fuck with this Babytron flow. But I think the reason why I didn't really fuck with this album as hard is because he didn't have as many samples as he normally has. Because normally that nigga has like samples out the ass. It's like sample after sample after sample after sample. But he didn't follow through with this a lot in this one. I mean, he did, but it wasn't. And there wasn't as much beat changing in this one, which I can understand to a certain degree because you don't want to like, if you did get somebody on a song and you got like 5 beats in the song. Now you gotta like have somebody. Now you gotta have a one flow on another one. Then you switch it up on the part 1A of B of the song. It's like, damn, nigga, it's like you switch the flow up so many times. And if you got like a little baby feature, it might not sound good on that flow, on that beat, but you on that flow, on that beat, might sound good. So you have to like, I guess he's trying to like not overdo the beats in this one in his future, which I understand. Like I think he's seeing the future before everybody else do, because it's going to get to a certain point where people are going to get tired for like 50 beats in one song, which I'm glad he's seen that before everybody else is. And knowing that your, I don't want to say gimmick, but your style might not, I won't say last long, because I fuck with it, but I don't think it's a 20-year flow and idea, because I don't think you could go 20 years with flipping the beat 5 times in one song. So I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm glad. I'm gonna give it the Ben Reaper 2 a listen to, so I can come back and see if I was maybe wrong about this one album. But next on the list, Westside Guns dropped his new album, Hitler Wears Hermes Part 10, and I was looking up like the 1 through 10, and I didn't see 9, but I think he's counting the deluxe edition of 9 as Part 9, even though it says Part 8. I think he's counting it as 9 because it's like another one, so I'll count that as 9. But instead of like naming it Hitler Wears Hermes 10, it's just 10. Now the reason why the name is changed, it's obvious because of Kanye West and what he was saying, and everybody's like, and it's been like a whole anti-Semitic week for the world and the media. So you didn't want to drop your album and just name it that, even though when you dropped Part 8, the first part of Part 8, it was right next to a Jewish billboard in New York. So I was like, oops. And like, I'm glad he just kept like, I think in the earlier versions he had like Hitler in the art, but it was like in an artsy way. But now it's just like him. And I think Part 10 is, if I'm not mistaken, black man with Westside Guns jewelry on. So I was like, oh, that shit's hard. And because of that, it inspired the cover to the cover for this week. So thank you, Westside, or whoever made it, whoever was decided on the cover. But yeah, I listened to it. I think I'm almost done with it, because I was going back and forth listening to that and like a bunch of other shit this weekend. And is it the best one? It's top 5 the best. It's in the top 5. Now, is it better than the last one he dropped? Part 8 and 9 and 7? It's better than 7. I want to say it's like number 4, because it's not better than Part 8. I want to say I like it a little bit better than Part 9. So yeah, it's a top 5. It's a top 5. It's better than Part 9. It's not better than Part 8, and it's better than Part 7. I don't know about 6, but it's in that range. It's in that top 5 range. Now, before, I think just like the earlier Westside Gun album, it didn't show who was on the album until afterwards, like after like 2 days. And let me look at the names on it, because it's A.A. Rashid, DJ Drama and Doughboy, ASAP Rocky, Black Star, Westside Pootie, Rome Streets, Stove God, Busta Rhymes, and I think Ghostface, Keisha Plum, and East Stay Knack and Stove God. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. And those were the features. Now, I think I got into science class. I think I finished science class. I didn't get to God Is Love. Now, my nigga, Busta Rhymes killed that verse. I'm still not done with it, so I can't go through the whole thing. But nigga, let me tell you this: the first 4 are heat. Number 5 is straight. 6 is alright. 7 is good. 8 is fire, and that's where I'm at. There's only 4 more songs left, but out of those 8, 6 are hits. 6 are straight hits. So it's like 6 out of 8 so far. So if these other 4 are fire, then it's gonna be 10 out of 12, and it's gonna be a really good album to me. Like, it's really good. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I look like, even though people say Westside is not the best Griselda member, to me he is. Like, I liked his lo-fi beat selection and how he goes with it. Now, not saying that Conway or Benny aren't good rappers, but me personally, I just like the style of Westside. Uzi drop I Just Wanna Rock. That song's good. Rich Homie dropped Family and Moolah. I didn't get that one. Young Boy dropped 380 Degrees. I still haven't heard. I don't listen to the Young Boy that much, so I'll probably get to that. Baby King dropped Melodic Blue Deluxe. Duke Deuce dropped Memphis Massacre 3, and that shit's hard. SZA dropped a song called Shirt, and SZA, oh my god, man, like, I could have a 40-minute segment about SZA, because she is so sexy and her music's so beautiful. And oh god. But Sheck West out with a new song. LFG Division dropped the album Working on Karma. I don't listen to Division like that. Before, I saw a lot of the women I follow on Twitter liking it and dancing to it, so I was like, oh yeah, I know he can into it now.
Very naughty.
And when it comes to R&B, women are particularly the best ones to see if it's good or not, because they'll be the first person's dancer anyway. So I definitely want to see from a woman's perspective how these R&B songs is. Even though I listen to R&B too, it's something about when women listen to R&B. It's like, ooh, she about to get smooth and sexy, or grown and sexy, whichever one. But either way, still sexy. So yeah. So I definitely going to give that Division album a listen to. Let's see what else. Ken Carson dropped the extended version of his album X, and he just put a tendon on it, so it's extended. And my man's Ill Swank dropped A Matter of Time Before It's Too Late, Dracula Vibes. It's fucking hard. I've been fucking with him for a while, and I think it's his first official drop, so definitely support him out there. It's Ill Swank, $ Swank. Ill. With the ill. Smurder Got Cast, that dropped, and I think I heard a couple songs on this shit, and it's hard, and it's not Bobby doing his I want to say, like, oh shit, I didn't know Bobby dropped an album. Okay, I was wrong. He dropped another album. Damn, I'm crazy. But yeah, so yeah, he dropped that Smurder Got Cash album with Lou Got Cash, and a couple of them are hitting. I think it's some of that drill New York stuff, so I'm definitely a fan of that. So I'm gonna give that a listen to. Chloe dropped For the Night. I think that might be a single for her album, and I'm gonna wait for her album to drop before I judge it, because she's a great singer. I just want to hear what her full album is. It's probably going to more like it's going to be a bunch of singing joints, some good stuff on it. My man Ducee DropTop dropped a new song. Yeah, I think this is. Oh shit! Yeah, he definitely dropped it. It's fucking fire. Let's see. I think it's probably if I'm not mistaken, a single for his new album or mixtape he's dropping soon. And I think that's it for music that dropped, other than the sad news from that we lost Takeoff. But I think other than that, I think that's all the music. So yeah. Yeah. There's nothing really crazy going on in the music game. Well, stuff that I care about, really. It's nothing that I care about, really. Is this Nick? Yeah, there's nothing else. So, off of music, let's get into the manga portion. So, I'm gonna start with Chainsaw Man since that was probably, I don't want to say not lackluster. Well, no, it wasn't lackluster because I forgot, because I just remember what happened. So we left off at the school shooters. Damn, I forgot that girl's name. Damn, I really did forget that girl's name. I super forgot her name. It's I don't know, man. It's like I really can't get with that new chick. It's like I don't even like. I super just left like be forgetting people's names. Asa, her name is Asa. Jesus Christ, man. Asa Asa Mitaka. Oh my God, I just forget her name. Yeah, so we left off with Asa and Yuko. Well, is now the Judgment Devil. She's at the school. She's going to start killing kids. Well, she's already started killing a couple of them. And like, she's like some weird tentacle octopus brain monster. Like, this looks really crazy when I saw it. Now the new chapter came out. The new chapter didn't come out yet. It comes out on Tuesday. But when I checked it out, I was like, damn, this is like some really crazy monster. Like, I think the author of Chainsaw Man, like, all his monsters look weird. Like, even in Fire Punch, they still look weird. Well, yeah, the villains. Oh, yeah. Every villain in Fire Punch looks weird. Yeah, I will say. Or if they don't look weird, they are weird. That's another thing too. And matter of fact, I think there's a nigga in his underwear that's in Fire Punch 2, just like in Chainsaw Man. Yeah, the shark. Yep, it definitely is. But yeah, Asa and Yuko are fighting, and it's really fucked up because that was her first friend that she made there, and now that, like, well, second because of the chicken, but the chicken got killed, but because she's controlled by the Judgment Devil and wants to get revenge for all the people messing with Asa, it's like now she has to calm Yuko down before she goes berserk, but she doesn't technically. Well, she doesn't technically. She can't stop her from doing it because she's passing judgment on the bullies of the school. And since Asha doesn't have like real weapons to fight with because she needs something personal to use, she uses her shirt, like her school outfit, and turns into a sword and starts cleaving this fucking bitch. Like, she cleaves this chick up. And I was sitting there thinking, like, damn, really? Why is this like? And it didn't hit me like, oh shit, it's super important to her because her mom bought it for her before she got to school. And it's like, oh, any person belongs. I thought it was just people, but it could just be random. It could just be literally random objects too. So now you have, if you have like a photo of your mom, you can turn it to like some crazy ass weapon. So here's hoping that she has something important that she cares about so she can save motherfuckers and save the. Well, I don't even know if she's saving the world because I have no idea what's the ploy. I have no idea what's going to happen at all. And then we find out that, well, the school obviously has devil hunters, but I think they get cleaved and cut in half. But we also find out that the girl, the Judgment Devil, her older sister is there. And I think she has a devil power too, which we don't know what it is. But I think, I don't know. I think the War Devil might have a gang. I think this might be the War Devil's arc on the War Devil side. Because Denji's basically like a secondary character in this arc. Like, the only reason that we know Denji's even around is because, like, he's the main hero of the city. And he goes to the school. If he didn't go to that school, they wouldn't be none the wiser. And if Denji wasn't literally slinging dick the whole entire, like, school. Like, this nigga's been trying to get laid since part 1. Like literally, like part one, this nigga's been trying to get laid, but nothing happened. Like, and I've been dying laughing ever since. Now, I don't think, excuse me, I don't see Chainsaw Man spoilers like I do the other manga spoilers I see. Shoot, I'm in part of his Discord right now, and I had in talking about Blue Lock, and I'm trying to dodge them shits. Which is that's a great segue. Well, no, because I didn't read Blue Lock. Never mind. Never mind. That's not a great segue. But let's see. Kang and Omega is getting good. Fucking, I'm trying to get to. Well, right now in King of Omega, Ryuk and Adam are still fighting, and Adam is holding his own still, but I think that nigga, the nigga that Omo tried to kill in King and Ashura, he's back and he's teaching, and he taught Ryuk his like spinning fist technique, where it just like drills a hole in you. And it just like expands and it like kill. It's basically getting hit with a drill punch. And I'm trying to see what he can do, because now that he can do the blink and the tornado fist, I'm like, and also with his Nico style moves, now this nigga went from assassin to like the League of Shadows. I'm like, oh fuck, this man's about to start killing everybody. And I don't know if Adam can win against assassination move, because if I'm not mistaken, what's that clan's name? The Curry clan said something similar, because assassination techniques against a fighter is easy because you're just killing, so there's no really like technique. You're just killing somebody and poop, I'm out. But I don't know how this is going to pertain to his technique. And they didn't really show anything else on the connector or anything else partaking anything outside of mainly the fight. So it was just seeing the fight in basically the whole time. Now getting into Black Clover, because Black Clover dropped, and My Hero, and I want to say not One Piece, but Jujutsu Kaisen dropped too. So Black Clover dropped. It was fire. We finally figured out that Yami and his family are, I guess, protectors of the Shogun, and his father's a complete asshole. Like his father was a complete asshole. Just wanted Yami to lead the army. He wanted his son to lead the protectors of the Shogun. And from what his sister told us, their family were protectors and stuff. And it's just weird because, like, she said he killed the entire clan, but like it's so out of place for Yami just to kill the entire clan like that. But we later see that Yami indeed killed everybody, including his father. And there was no clear-cut reason why. And Asha's trying to figure out, too, is like, yeah, my teacher Yami wouldn't just out of nowhere kill anybody for no particular reason. There has to be a reason behind it. And we don't know. Even his sister doesn't know. And she gets mad because she's like, he killed my entire family. You think there's a reason behind it? And she challenged him to a fight. And now we figured out that she also has darkness magic too. But her darkness magic is kind of like her brothers and Nox, because she made like a samurai armor outfit out of it. I'm like, okay, this is fire. I like this. I see where she's going. And I don't know if she's gonna if she has more samurai forms or that's the only one. So we'll see from there.
I want it that way.
My Hero dropped. And it was again very, very beaten racism again. And by that I mean we found out that Shoji is a mutant alongside, I think, the dude that can talk to animals. It was basically us seeing that Spinner has gone too far, and that the power that he's gotten for all for one has made him into like a monster that doesn't even know what he's even saying anymore, and it's just being like used as a mortar for pushing an agenda forward that didn't need to be pushed at all. Now, this may actually fix the problems coming up because it might bring it up in like after the war is over. It might bring it to so everybody can fix these problems. But for right now, they're trying to get the teleporting nigga that's the loudest, the Mike and Eraserhead's friend that got turned into like a teleporting Nomu. Him, they're trying to get him out so they can just everybody can just teleport in different places. But they're getting protected by the heroes, and if they protect him, they don't have to worry about all the villains being able to teleport anywhere and getting out of sticky situations. Now, hopefully, I pray to God, hopefully, the fight in this chapter is not bad because I get to see my man Tentacle fight the fucking Spinner, because Spinner became like a crocodile and started fighting ferociously without a mind. But Tentacle, that nigga, I think he either melded his other weird arms into one arm and knocked that nigga out, he was going to knock him out. But I think he got distracted because the animal nigga and Choji are teaming up to whoop Spinner's ass and the whole army of mutants. So if that works, oh my god, I think them niggas really gonna bump up the ranks for me if they do that, because that's some real cool shit for two niggas that I had no hope in at all. Like them niggas were like bottom of my list to be cool niggas. So I definitely think I'm gonna put like because I already said this last pod. There's a lot of people from class 1A and mainly 1A that I put on the bottom of my list that I'm gonna like have to notch up because a lot of them doing like real nigga shit. Like even the Earjack girl, even though she did some real nigga shit, she fought all for one. Even though she lost that fight, she still got. If it wasn't for that drug that Erie was a part of, they would have won. I ain't gonna lie. That she would have called a dub before Deku did. So I give her that. I really give her that. But on to the last manga of the pod, because I don't have any anime to give you guys because I'm still behind on My Hero by like a month. Blue Lock is, I don't think I'm gonna give you guys episode by episode. I think I'm gonna give you like 2 episodes at time, so probably every other week it'll be a Blue Lock update to the final episode. Oh shit! No, I do have one more manga after what's the name? After I talk about JJK, I talk about Tokyo Revengers. So after I go over Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm definitely gonna go over Tokyo Revengers. I'm not gonna tell you everything because I'm gonna say that because I'm gonna save it for a multitude of reasons. But let me get to JJK. So, we find out that, if I'm not mistaken, because there was a lot of reading in this chapter because there was a lot of information getting said.
Shut your mouth, jabroni.
The star vessel that Tengen was going to get, that girl, it didn't matter if he got her or not. I think he was still going to like become what he was supposed, like they were like striving not to get. And it was like, I forgot that it was Toto's master. She was mad because like she can be a vessel too, and if I'm not mistaken, she's a vessel too, but I don't think she's like because it's gonna be hard for me to explain it. I think she's a candidate to be a star vessel if I'm reading it right, but I don't think she met the full criteria. And
that's okay. Take your time.
Tengen was basically going over like, hey man, like I've been living this life for so long, I might end up becoming a cursed spirit any damn way. Like even though we do this star vessel bullshit, I might just become that spirit at the end any damn way. So we're just biding time and holding on. And it was basically them going back and forth about why the hell were we doing this in the fucking first place. And I was thinking in my head, if Gojo is here, I wonder how that nigga will react. I really do. And can he really beat Tengen? Because I remember Gojo and Geto saying, and this is when they were like second year saying, like, we could beat Tengen if we don't give the star vessel to him, right? He was like, we could try. And I'm thinking in my head, Gojo now versus Tengen, I don't know. I have no idea. But we'll probably find that out right now because Geto found out what Chozo, Toto's master, and Tengen are, which made some sense, but no sense, but some sense. Because Chozo is the son of Kakaju or Kanjaku, something, yeah, Kanjaku, which is holding Geto's body again.
Yeah, boy.
To remind you guys, but he just entered in and told Chozo like, "Hey, man, this is my plan," and like the plan is like the most. It's not like evil on like doing stuff like he's like, "Oh, I'm about to massacre the world." He's evil to the point where he doesn't care. It's like Aizen. I just want to see if this science project is going to work. If it doesn't, we'll do it again. That's how evil that nigga is. That nigga doesn't give a fuck about nothing. It's literally just a science project. He said, and I'm not going to quote it, but he said basically his plan is to get a bunch of people in Japan, meld them into one being. Well, no, that's his idea. He meld them into a one being, just like, no, to fuse them with Tengen. He's gonna meld all the humans in the 10 million humans in Japan, meld them with Tengen, and become like this astronomical monster. Well, that's one of his ideas. If it doesn't work, if something else happens, it's something else. But like this nigga just like. He said that. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? This nigga's a monster. This nigga is literally Aizen. Like, literally Aizen. And he's now picking a fight with Chozo, which I know he's going to lose. And it's like, the way he showed Chozo was so fucking crazy. Like, he put that nigga in a movie theater. He was like, all right, I'm going to show you what my plan is. Put this nigga to a movie theater in another dimension, which made no fucking sense. Now that I'm thinking about it saying it. Like, the scale of what Kenjaku did was like, this nigga used a reality stone and didn't have a reality stone. And Chozo's about to fight nigga. Now, granted, Chozo probably doesn't think he's going to win. Me personally know he's not going to win. And I think I saw like a spoiler. I don't know if it was, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was because I couldn't tell what it was. All I know is I saw JJK and the spoiler on it, so I don't know what the fuck it was about. But I hope Chozo's gonna die. Like I wish he didn't because Chozo's a cool guy. He's Yuji's brother, and he's just an all around good character. He's a good character and a good brother. So I don't want him to die, but it is what it is, especially in JJK. Like I didn't think JJK was gonna be one of those where, hey man, your favorite character's gonna die. Like, is that bad? Like, nigga, I don't know if Yuji might live. That's how bad it is. Even though he's gonna die, obviously, but it's gonna be that bad. But yeah, that's all that's really happening. And I think we're gonna see the Americans next episode. So next chapter, next episode. So we're gonna see the Americans get killed by a whole bunch of. Well, no, because probably gonna go to Chozo's backstory if that's what I think it is. So if we don't see the Americans get killed by a whole bunch of evil spirits, next chapter is gonna be a chapter after that one. But yeah, Kenjaku / Aizen strikes again, Shonen, and it's looking good. So, last but not least, I finally caught up to Tokyo Revengers. Now, this has been like I caught up on Tokyo Revengers, so I'm going to catch up on Blue Lock and like a couple others. Dawn. I forgot. I got to catch up on that one. So the last time I read Tokyo Revengers, Mikey was going to go into Sano's time leaping backstory. And so we get his backstory and we find out that this isn't the first timeline. Well, the timeline that we started off with Mikey being a gang leader and killing Michi's girlfriend in the future, that's not the first timeline. So apparently the first timeline, Mikey becomes a paraplegic because of a falling accident and dies. That's the original timeline. Mikey dies and dies in a wheelchair. So we find out that Sano, after like a year and some change, Bonji and like a couple other guys are like hanging out with Sano. Is like, yo, you gotta do something, man. You've been like tripping ever since your brother died. And this gang comes in talking about, hey man, there's a way to go back in time and shit from this old man this old man said he'd go back in time, he'd be wilding. And when Sano heard this and the niggas didn't give him the information, he beat the shit out of all of them to get that info. Finds the old man. The old man's like, nah, I'm not gonna give you this ability. It's too crazy, too wild. I ain't doing it. And he basically tells Sano, the only way I'm gonna give it to you if you kill me. Sano picks up a metal pipe. And this is the most beautifulest thing about Tokyo Revengers. Even though it's a death scene, it's the most beautifulest thing ever. He takes a metal pipe and kills him, knocks in the back of the head. When I saw that panel, I was like, this nigga is a genius. He basically did the same thing to him that gets done to him in the future. So that tells me that this crazy shit, all this happening is like the most wildest shit ever. And we also figured out that the real villain of Tokyo Revengers is Karma. So, and this was told to us too, by us too, that anytime somebody gets the time leap powers, they have to die for it to. Well, we thought if you die, it transfers over. Well, no, it does transfer over if you get killed, but you can also pass it over, because we see when he kills the old man, he goes back, it doesn't work, and he's like, damn, man, I can't believe it didn't work. I can't go back in time. Jumps off a bridge, and I think before he jumps off, he meets Sanzo, the dude with the cut mouth, and jumps off the bridge. But when he jumps off, he goes back to the time where Mikey didn't die, before Mikey dies, and realizes that he went back in time, stops it from happening. And now he's in a timeline where Mikey is a demonic asshole and just like beats niggas up and cuts them. And he cut Sanzo in the mouth already. So, cause now we're past the first timeline. Now we're on a timeline where Mikey becomes an asshole. And Sanzo a year later is like, hey man, Mikey died when I last remember him. Like, Mike, this is not supposed to be right. And Sano's like, oh shit. He knows about it. So that tells us that Sanzo was the trigger for that event. And us find out that Sanzo was the trigger. He tells Sanzo, hey, I go back in time, but don't tell nobody, and keeps it to himself. Goes out, chills, and be like, yeah, man, I'm just going to go outside and just chill since my brother's alive and he's not as a bit of an asshole as he was. I'm just going to chill out and just go about business. Runs into Takemichi the same time Kisaki sees Mikey. It's the same time Kisaki sees Mikey. It's the same time Sano sees Mikey. And he sees Takemichi defend Hana against those bullies. And tells Sano that I want to be a hero just like him. When he hears that, Sano transfers the power of time travel to him. Don't know how he did that. I don't even know how he knew he can do that. And then then a couple months later, gets killed by Kazumi, I think. The nigga with the tiger tattoo that killed Sano. And we find out that anytime that you get that the time leaper gets killed, the karma of hate and evil transfers to that person. So here's the weird caveat. Because Sano transferred the power to Mikey before he got killed, the time traveling powers would have went to Kazumi, and the karma would have been on him too. But because he gave it to Takemichi, and the hate went to Kazumi, it just trickled down to karma instead of the time travel, which fucked up. Which is why everything that happens is because of low key Sano fucked up the timeline by fucking killing that man, and giving he also saved the timeline too, because if you gave the time leaping powers to Kazumi would have went back in time, killed Mikey, and did some dumb shit. But Kazumi also fucked up Tokyo Revengers, because if he didn't kill Sano, none of this would have happened. And I bet and it was like poetic justice when they brought up back that scene, because I'm like, bruh, he died the same way he killed that old man. And I'm like, so literally the cause of having time leaping powers is that you get killed. But now that we're in present day, present past day, when Takemichi is fighting Mikey, we finally get to see that Mikey has to kill you to end the karma. Even though it's evil that he's going to kill you, but to stop the whole time travel shit, somebody has to die. So we just ended off with Mikey and Takemichi fighting. Well, Mikey picked up a sword and started swinging at niggas, and then Takemichi, instead of like dodging like he was, just fell into the sword and tried to save Mikey from being a murderer. So instead of him, like Mikey killing him, Michi killed himself. So I don't know what's going to happen after that, because we still got at least 2 to 3 weeks left before it's over. And by the way it's looking, I'm going to give Tokyo Revengers an 8.5 if it goes the way I think it is. And that's being generous. I would give it a 9.5 for like being a real nigga, but I'm going to be objective. But so far it's looking good, man. And people talking shit about it. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You can't just be like, oh no, fuck your opinion. But damn, man, Tokyo Revengers is hard, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit is hard. Pause. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I really don't have anything. I really don't have anything anime wise, because I didn't catch up on My Hero. I'm still like 2 or 3 episodes behind. Maybe no, 2 episodes behind. And I think I'm behind on Go to Kamui and like a couple other shows. So I'm gonna say that for next week. But thank you guys for listening. Say la vie, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah, that's right.
Easy, why are you doing so?
We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you, right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me. We on cloud time, so spend it how you please. I'm on the run from you, right in my fucking dreams. I don't want you to ever leave me, but if you do, I understand, said that's for me.